and welcome to Monday, the 25th of July 2022. And I'm going to introduce you, like as always, here on a Monday. We are slightly later than normal, but of course, we hope to have about 45 minutes to an hour, or maybe an hour and 15 minutes or so, depending on timings of tunes here. And they're all going to be played by Julien Spoons, which is going to take over and, of course, describe some of the reasons of why he chose those particular pieces. And he's going to remind us all that it is nice and relaxing electronic organs. So the order, I think he's going to play a voluntary. Do correct me if I'm wrong, Julien, because you're going to tell me if I'm wrong here. Is it Main Jungles?
Yeah. Hang on before you say that, Nick.
Yeah, go
on. What channel are you on tonight?
We are on Touring With Us, so yeah, you should know this by now. So, yeah, something like a voluntary Main Jungles level hat rib end. Okay, if that makes any sense. And number one, Julien Spoons is going to be playing a hymn here, and he's just put this moderator version in the chat here. Very good evening to everybody. And he's going to be playing some hymns as well as other bits and pieces. And all creatures of our God or King is the first one. Then you watchers.
No.
Actually, that's part of the hymns. Sorry, you've just written it wrong.
Yeah.
And of course, number two will be What a Child is Green. What is it?
Green Sleeves.
Green Sleeves.
Yeah.
Okay. And number three will be When Morning Gilds the Sky. And number four, When Thy Mercy, part one and part two, Your Servants of the Lord. And of course, number six, When You Walk with God. And number seven, Your Servants of God. And number eight, Through Changes of Scenes of Life. And then the final voluntary concerto in a Bach kind of style may be also included in that, a made-up voluntary. So, of course, are you ready to go, Julien? You are all in, of course, green, which we're raring to go. So, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Over to you, Julien. Because this is all about you. Okay. Sorry about this.
The door.
Okay. We are getting there.
Door, Nick.
Okay.
Door.
Yeah. The door is closed.
Right. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So,
we're going to open
the show opens with Julien Spoons. Over to you.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Relations.
You can borrow these if you like.
No, I don't want. I want me to read it.
Okay.
No. Renovation of
these little things.
The show.
Yeah. Okay. Carry on.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Beg your pardon. It's relaxing. Electronic.
Nice and relaxing.
Nice and relaxing. This is sort of like a virtual church experience for people that want to have a go at the piano or the organ, whatever it is,
and hopefully interactive with, of course, some of your reasons of why you chose the pieces. Not only that, and hopefully out of copyright stuff.
But most of it is out of copyright. So
right, it's over to you now.
So we'll start again. Now I'll explain this voluntary. Now I know what I would have to turn the pages over about 3 or 4 times because it goes on the same line. It'd be different sort of organ stuff to play with and sort of stops as well to it. This one's called Mein Jungs Lieber Hat ein End by Sweelink, Surveillink, as they call it. It's very well out of copyright. Miles, probably beyond Bach, as you presume. It will start sort of softly with a 16-foot flute, end up with a sort of a vibrato sound with a string at the end. It will get a little bit loud up towards in between. So don't worry if it's too loud for you. It should be that loud on this piece. I'll explain the next piece in just a tick. So let's go. Get this right. Okay. Mein Jungs Lieber Hat ein End. Okay.
So, Julian, yes, absolutely brilliant. So, are you enjoying the music that you are playing? And tell us why you have chosen those pieces.
Well, that goes to main scene really.
Sorry, we're not on you
that,
yet. Yeah,
that
start
piece.
again. Carry on.
Okay. That goes to main scene really on that piece. It's a very challenging piece. You have to get the right sort of rhythm for that one. So that was by Swedish. Anyway, mine duked as a German. Well, it's not German actually. It's sort of Dutch. I think it is, a Dutch or Danish or something like that. Anyway, that is your that is first part of the Liga Liga end. I think it is pronounced in Danish or Dutch or something like that. Anyway, on this hymn is it's called Green Staves. What is a child is this? Isn't that interesting? The child is this who. Let me read this from the rest of the Mary lap is sleeping from the angels from anthem sweet while shepherds watch their keeping. This is Christ the King. From shepherd guard and angels sing. Come from great the infant Lord, the babe of Son of Mary. That's the first verse of the words. You can arrange this sort of piece, but this is traditional, so don't you worry about that. And on this book is arrangement by John Stein, but he is out on copyright anyway, so don't you worry about that. Anyhow, what the child is, it's green sleeves, so he might finish it in a different end of key. It's a different version of this, but there is some alterations with the pieces on the notes as well. So here we go on this one. What the child is this? What a child is this? Let's go. Any comments? No, any comments on that? So we go to the next one. It is called 551. When all the morning guilds. Let's go 551.
Yep, whilst he's doing that, of course, you have
Stay
me.
with us.
Stay with us here. Stay with the one you're on here. It is Lovely Coffee introducing you to Julian Spoons here, electronic organ from the Technics U50, and it's nice and relaxing. Let's hope you are enjoying it here like no other. But like I say, it's a kind of different feel to the show where Julian just prepares the pieces, and of course, he tells you why he has chosen those pieces in particular. And most of all, they are hopefully out of copyright. Okay,
They
so
will
it's
be. They will be.
yeah, exactly. Over to you.
So stay with us. Don't go away yet. Not finished yet. 551 in the book. When the Morning Gilds the Sky, Joseph Barnaby, 1838 to 1806. That should be okay. When the Morning Gilds the Sky. It's normally a morning hymn, by the way. I'm just playing just for the show, people, to say what it sounds like. Okay, I think there's 4 verses of this. I'll try 4. See how what time we've got. Okay. Get that ringing through your ears there. When the Morning Gilds the Skies.
Julien, are you making the jokes today? Come on, we need some jokes. Come on. I want to hear some jokes. I'm really passionate about your jokes whilst you are playing your music, Julien. Have you got any jokes?
No.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting for some, ad lib.
No, it's not show, but it's not a comedy show.
Well, it
coming today. It's a virtual organ hymn show and volunteers at the end. 2 volunteers, maybe 3 towards the end. I don't know. Say 2 towards the end at the most. This is part 4, and it's not part 4 of the 4 I have chosen. To beg your pardon there. On this part 1 is When All Thy Mercies, O My God. Now, when all thy mercies, O my God, which is the rising of the soul surveys, with transport with the viewer, and lost in wonder, love, and praise. Now, think about love in your words there. So that is your compilation. That's the tune of this. It's by Frederick Arthur Ouseley, 1825 to 1889.
And what show are you watching?
What show?
Well, of course, what show are they watching?
We are watching Tours with Us, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on touring with us.
This is organ relaxation.
No, it's actually an electronic organ show.
Yeah.
With Julian Spoons.
Yeah.
And it's nice and relaxing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember where you heard that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Hopefully they got all that.
Electronic organ show, relaxing music.
Nice and relaxing.
Nice
That's
relaxing
it.
music.
I had to help you out sometimes.
Yes, it is a virtual church organ, but it's not exactly. It's exactly what I would have done if I was doing the services, but I'm not. I have to wait for that.
Unfortunately, this one's out of action because of a buzzing sound. We still need somebody to fix it, but we might have to sell it for parts and all that kind of thing.
We don't know yet.
We'll see. We'll see.
This is the last hymn on the first part. When all thy mercies, oh my God. So it should sound like this. That's the first sort of line towards it, and you can hear it on the bass end. And you can hear that tune. So you start with when in thy mercies, it's got the pedal right down the bottom, and you can see. But some cameras have 4 cameras. We've only got 1 or 2. When all thy mercies, oh God. There you go, on that piece of music. When all thy mercies, oh God. Now that concludes the part 1 of our August relaxation and
Nice and relaxing.
Nice and relaxing show. I beg your pardon. Organ show. Virtual church organ music, as you can see. So right, as a little break, I'll show you some sound on here. This is the flute sound. That's the 8 and the 16 foot. If you have the strings on its own, it would sound like this. 4 foot. 16 brass would sound like this. It's a bit more sort of a 16-foot trumpet. An oboe sounds like this. There you go. So 2 feet on its own before we start the next one. It's like a 1 foot stop. You hit very hard at it. Yeah. There you go. It's a bit like a piccolo, really. Now the next one is let's have a look. Oh yeah, we have to get the right page out. Have we? We've got the piece of
Is it
paper on
You
the floor.
Servants of the Lord coming up next, is it?
Yes, that's right. Get the right page out.
It's part number 2.
This is part number 2. I beg your pardon.
Okay, are you all ready for that, are you? Or
Just-
you've just got to find it first?
Yeah, just bear with it. Bear with it.
Hello, everybody, and once again here just to remind everyone that they are welcome to say hello to the faces that you're seeing. Of course, Julien Spoons with electronic organ, and nice and relaxing is the slogan. And you've got lovely coffee introducing Julien Spoons, helping him out in a lot of way, and I'm trying to encourage him to do a bit more jokes along the way. I know it's not a comedy session, but of course it'd be nice to be a bit more cheery, Julian. Come on, let's do it for the country. So
Now, before
hang
we
on, you're not on. You are on now.
Okay. Before we start the You Servant of the Lord, we have forgotten to play a piece at the start.
Oh,
This is arrangement.
naughty, Julian.
It is a hymn,
But
it's all creatures are great and small.
apologise to our audience.
Apologise to the audience. I whizzed on to the number 2 one instead of having number 1. There was another words that called ye watchers of your holy Lord, or whatever it's called. But the words are in the hymn book, but it's a bit difficult to play that because of certain issues. So I have to do a version of this myself, and it's arranged by Julien Spoons. But my surname is Clowes, not Spoons, but it's just for the show, really. But
it's a stage name, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's a stage name. Yeah, so it's us. We'll say 3 verses of All Creatures of Greatness, God and King, and Ye Holy Watchers, or something like that. They're 2 different words, and you can have the same tune. Okay. There you go. Just for you at home. So do stand by with us for the You Servant of the Lord, part 2, number 5. That was number 1 rather in part 1. So you servant of the Lord. Now interesting this one here. You servant of the Lord, each of the coming wait, O servants of the heavenly word, the watchful at his gate. I will open the gate tonight with this hymn, Ye Servant of the Lord. It's a nice one in B flat. Let me get it right. There was 2 different keys of this one, so I might play it in different keys on this one, so it might get you a challenge here. It's called transposing. Have you not heard of transposing? When you transpose a key to another key. So there you go. So that is your music on that point there. So you'll notice the key change. I will do what I would do on this one. There's 5 verses to it, small verses to it. I'll do the first one in B flat, then the next one in A major. Number 2. Number 2 will be in B flat, and number 3 will be in A major, and number 4 will be in A flat, and 5th verse will come back to the B flat. So you'll notice that change. 2 on the B flat, 5th on the B flat, A major, and A flat. So they're the keys to be aware of, if I remember. Ye servants of the Lord. This one is it's a melody from Johannes Leotorum Cataldium Hangoria and Germindalham, and it's adapted by William Henry Havergal, 1798 to 1870. I beg your pardon, I didn't say the composer at the start. Ye servant of the Lord. If you notice the key changes, be my guest. So number 6 is now With You Walk with God. 553. Coming to that page now. When You Walk with God, we're going to have 3 verses of this one. It's when you walk with God, the Lord rather, in the light of the Word, when the glory sheds on our way, when we do our good will, besides with me, with all their trust and obey. Trust, obey those to nothing away, to the happy, to Jesus, but the trust and obey. Those are the first words of that. So this one is by Daniel Brick Towner, 1833 to 1896. That is when the composer is out. And it's Miles, 17 years, I should think. It should start with, it's like this. That's the first line. Okay. When you walk with the Lord, not with God, by the way. when we walked with the Lord. So that was a lovely hymn. I don't do a Brinton Towner. I did a little bit of arrangement there, but that was your third hymn. Sorry, that was your beg your pardon, your seventh hymn coming up shortly. The servants of the Lord of the God is coming up shortly. I'll explain that in a minute. There's two or three pieces before we leave tonight. Okay, so it's 5 to 65. Just bear with me. We're with you into minute 65.
Okay, whilst Julien is getting that ready here, ladies and gentlemen, and just let you all know, by the way, that we have got battery issues. So if we do go off air at any time, we will come on another stream, but hopefully that won't happen. Hopefully we have enough. We've got about 19%, so hopefully we will fit everything in. So it's over to you, Julien.
Okay. It's 4 verses of this, and we'll finish in just short sake. Okay, Ye Servants of the God, and it's by Paderborn Gang and Bark, 1765, miles out of Copland. Ye Servants of the God, for the Master of Proclaim, publish and brood and wonder of name. Ye Servants of the God. Now we have one more hymn before we go, and plus the Autumn Voluntary at the end. So we should have enough time for that. It's 5:16 in the hymn books. I'll explain that in just a second. Through changes of scenes of life, in the trouble and the joy of praises of all my God shall be the heart of tongues in my employ. The reason why I chose it is because everyone's having through changes of scenes at the moment. Don't know why. There's a lot of changes and whatever it is in people's life at the moment. So that's why I chose that hymn for all the changes of scenes of life. There is 6 verses. I will do 4 verses of the changes of scenes of life. It's in key of G if you want to know, and it is by George Thomas Smart. Does that ring a bell? No. 1776 to 1867. Through all the changes of scenes of life. If you think of the words, it's absolutely fantastic words to enjoy and praise of everything. Shall be my heart and tongue employ. That's the final 8 of the part 2. have it. The Through All Changes Scenes of Life by George Smart. That is your hymns for today. Towards the end, a voluntary by concerto in the first movement of it. I'll explain to you what it sounds like on here. It starts with a little bit sort of oboe, nasally, fluty sort of style to Concerto in A minor after Vivaldi, BWV 593. It's by Bach. Well, reviews by Bach, really, but it's after Vivaldi. So it's like a movement in the piece and that sort of thing. You get different sort of sounds towards that. You get a little bit soft, a little bit loud, a bit of mixture there. So I might got a chance to do one bunch at the end if I've got enough batteries. So we'll see you on that. Okay, it's Concerto in A minor. This is the final piece. Well, final voluntary piece I'm playing, but there might be another bit at the end. So we'll see you on that one. Concerto in A minor after Vivaldi by Bach. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. If you just joined us here by the bit of wood there. So that was concerted by A by Mark after a variety. So have we got time to have another voluntary or towards the end?
Do you want to add one to it? Just
one
with a bit of beats to it.
Well, I could do, yeah. How long have we got battery?
Well, we've got, let's have a look, 13%, so it should be all right.
Right, okay. I hope you enjoyed the organ and relaxation show.
Yeah, nice and relaxing.
Nice and relaxing, beg your pardon. And I hope you join us next time. Before we finish it off with a made up little voluntary here. It probably will start with a little bit of a solo instrument. So, we've got some.
We'll have to change it down there.
There might be a problem with the organ there. That's it. A little bit slow, little tempo to slow it down a bit on here. It's too fast, we're going to go too slow, stuff like that. It'll be made up by Julien Spoons, stage name and Clouds.
Brilliant. So that was the electronic organ on the note of that with Julien Spoons. And that was the slogan of nice and relaxing. So remember, we heard that. My thanks to Julien, and you've got to thank one more person standing behind the camera.
Thanks to Nick Coffee, Lovely Coffee.
Yeah, doing what?
Doing the filming of the behind.
What was my role?
Producer.
And something else?
I don't know. Cameraman.
That's it. Yeah, you'll see me in just a moment.
Okay. Can you see me? Okay.
I can see you perfectly.
Okay. Yeah.
I can see you clearly now.
Okay. Let's. Is there any comments? No, there's no comments. Thank you much.
More people watched, I think.
Yeah, probably. If you want to comment on that, you can do for next time. If you have a list of hymns or chosen some hymn that you might know, so please do say if you can. So thank you much for watching this relaxing organ show, a nice relaxing organ show, virtual church organ music. It's very rare and it's not often played. Occasionally we have another person doing it, but on a better organ. But this is a small different organ to what this person was doing. So that is your lot tonight, and hope you enjoyed this show tonight. And if you do watch it, miss it, you can watch it on replay if you can get it on replay. If it's on replay, I thought to the producer if it's on the replay.
It should be after it's uploaded.
So,
it's a lengthy kind of video. If it is sort of uploaded for everyone to see, hopefully it will be in public soon. And my question to you is: are you going to return next Monday for more of the same kind of thing at the same sort of rough time?
Yeah, some similar. Yeah, it'd be like 4 hymns each part of the show, and it depends on the time and what we got to rehearse on it. So it does take time to rehearse some of the music, as you probably gathered. Might be a bit more tutorial, and we'll finish on this note with all the pedal right down there, as you can see. That's the pedal line down the bottom there. Only one octave pedals, I'm afraid, and that is all you're locked on that one. Thanks, guys or girls or whoever have been tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Brilliant.
Ciao for now.
Ciao for now, exactly. We'll see you now. And thanks to Julien Spoons then. So there we go. Of course, Nick Coffey summarising that all up. That was, of course, the electronic organ with Julien Spoons. Nice and relaxing there. He's got to get used to saying it, of course. He's sort of getting there, and it takes time to be able to be confident. There is another guy that does it on the YouTube. His name is Richard McVeigh, and you can see him live doing the virtual organ kind of stuff on another YouTube channel. And of course, he does it usually every Sunday. We do it on a Monday. And if you're interested in sending us a sort of request, as in sort of an out of copyright tune, that hopefully it won't be detected by YouTube, so that of course everyone can enjoy it. So if you have that song in mind, it's got to be an out of copyright tune, hymn or something like that, or voluntary if you're into the world of classical music. But if you like just listening to the show, that's fair enough, and we appreciate all the likes as well. So thank you very much on behalf of Lovely Coffee and Julien Spoons for participating in watching, and some of us just watched all the way through. I think most of you did. I don't think there's been one comment, but of course that's fine. But of course we do appreciate the feedback at all times. You can comment later if you wish you want to do so, but you can also donate as well. That would help, of course, do more of this kind of thing in the future. And also, it helps do this kind of thing and more of our videos that we do on the actual channel. So if you have any questions in the meantime, feel free to ask on the latest catch-ups that we do sometimes on the odd occasions. And one thing to mention, of course, the social meetup and group, which is the social group and meetup, which is basically a group on Facebook which anyone can basically join. We're also on, well, we will be soon on Truth Social, which is the profile of Lovely Coffee, which is the first one that's already on there, probably the only one that's from the UK that is on Truth Social. And also there is another site that we're going to be starting up very soon, which is the Social TV. It's already in the sort of verge of starting up, and it will be launching in August. One other thing to quickly mention about the social group and meetup, which is basically a kind of like free lunch, which anyone is welcome to join. That is part of the social group and meetup section, and of course it starts at 11 a.m. till 2 p.m. and that's at Coldham's Lane in Cambridge. If anybody wants to come along, feel free to come along. It is free of charge for anyone to come along, any age and any ability, any person. Just get over there and enjoy the experience. That's each and every Fridays from 11 o'clock in the morning till 2 p.m. Hopefully we'll see you there. Thanks to Julien Spoons, and of course, do I ever have to thank myself? I'll let Julien Spoons do that. But yeah, I've been doing the camera work. It's not been easy doing it because of the lighting system that we've got here, and I've been basically trying to sort out the camera so it doesn't sort of glare your eyes when you see it. So yeah, many apologies about that as well. many apologising about, of course, if we are running out of time because of low battery. But yeah, hopefully we'll sort the battery out next time. That's because, of course, one phone is on the mends. And of course, that is because we are having a button issue with the other phone. Hopefully, that will be resolved soon so that we won't have to worry about any issues like that in the future. So, yeah, hopefully you tune in next time, and don't forget to tune into the catch ups and all that kind of thing. And we'll see you next time. And love sending out to everyone there. You're all amazing wherever you're watching. Bye for now. Have a nice night. Good night. Mm-hmm.